This is my review on Ant-Man and the Wasp, and give this a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie, the IMAX version of the movie, okay? So Scott's on house arrest because of the events of Civil War, and he's on a 2-year house arrest, but then he gets drugged, kidnapped by Hope and Hank Pym, and gets stolen from his house and get the ankle bracelet taken off and on a giant ant that's filling in for his day while they go on the attempt to bring Hope's and Hank's wife back and Hope's mother, you know. It turns out Scott, when he was in the quantum, when he was down quantum size in the quantum realm, subatomic in the quantum was what he was said. When he was down there, he somehow appeared to have some sort of link between Hope's mother and so I guess like he can see her past memories and see where she is now, and so basically the minds just sync together, I guess. Explained very briefly. And meanwhile, there's two problems to getting everything done to bring her back. There's bad guys of that's the dilemma. A group of bad guys, and there's also a bad guy called Ghost, who we find out is a she, who is dying because of her powers, due to exposure to the quantum realm, exploding in her face and killing both her parents, and leaving her orphan, and basically being trained by S.H.I.E.L.D. and used by S.H.I.E.L.D.'s lethal killing machine, then was going to get killed by S.H.I.E.L.D., then S.H.I.E.L.D. went down, and ever since then, this guy played by Lawrence Fishburne, is that his name? Lawrence Fishburne?
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah, Fishburne, yeah.
That's what I said. I said it right? Yeah. Okay. Lawrence Fishburne is basically looking out for her when trying to fix her and save her life. But to do that, they have to basically drain the life force from Janet, because basically they have to drain something from Janet due to her exposure in the quantum realm, which to make Ghost whole again and solid and doesn't die. Scenario, that's what they need to do. But in doing so, they may kill Janet, and they're both willing to take that risk until one of them isn't, due to a change of heart, because everyone's getting hurt and killed and stuff in all of the chaos when they're trying to get the lab when it's shrunken down to a toy size lab. Anyway, after Janet Van Dyne gets out of the quantum realm, also known as the original Wasp from the comics, and apparently she's now a female Jesus now, and have all these incredible, fantastic abilities, but doesn't even be a superhero. Just Janet now. It doesn't even she doesn't go back to being a Wasp now. So you just gave all these cool, fantastic abilities, like, you know, healing minds, saving life, like Ghost's life, and making us whole again and solid, so she can't face through stuff, and saving Hank from having a mental collapse of the mind due to his exposures in the quantum realm, just by touching them. And we see more of that fantastical bullshit in Quantumania, but that's another review. I'm gonna have to say that for. Where she is actually even more pointless in the story, and in Quantum Mania somehow. Then this one. You know, that's not very fair. She did have some point to this, of the structure of this movie, but in this Quantum Mania, she's just, feels like filler. Afterthought. You know? So yeah, they all reunite, have family reunion. Ghost's life is saved and has seen the arrow away and wants to get caught by the police and killed and stuff, because she doesn't think she deserves it. But Lord Fishburne decides to, Kara decides to not leave her and convinces her otherwise. And, they all live happily ever after, so we think, until half of humanity gets snapped away from the blip that Thanos caused due to Star-Lord and Nebula and all the other Avengers that were on the battlefield's incompetence, because all of them were on the battlefield except for Scott Lang and Hope. Oh, and Captain Marvel. I forgot she was an Avenger for a second. It ends on that note with him stuck in the quantum realm because he doesn't have any ticket to get out, because his friends, his family, they got snapped away, and he was the only, and that was his only ticket out. So 5 years later, he comes out in Endgame of the quantum realm. And now they're all buddies with Ghosts and her and Lauren Fishburne, and so yeah, that's as much of the story. I enjoyed this. I thought it was a fun movie. Also, it kind of bothered me that the bad guys didn't know what Truth Serum was. And didn't know what they had was Truth Serum. Look, when the thing gives you the effects of Truth Serum, even though you say it's bullshit, it's Truth Serum. And then they realize once they got injected to it, there really is Truth Serum. It took them the whole movie to realize that was Truth Serum after they got drugged, all bad guys, and confessed their crimes to the cops. What a bunch of knuckleheads. Dumbasses. But I do have my complaints with the movie. I still give it a solid 10 out of 10. Bye, subscribe, and like this video.